Oh, wow. How are you doing? You good? Oh, sorry, thank you. How you doing? God, it's exciting, isn't it? Hey?
So, how's the week been?
You're okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope things are better outside of the football.
Nah, you keep it. Keep it. Oh, wow. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are in the world. And thank you very much for coming and joining us for this very special Behind the Curtain Interviews of Excellence 1 year later. For those who know what we're talking about, or if you don't know what we're talking about, you can go back on the SME channel to 1 year ago today. And we did a mental health awareness episode with a very, very good friend of mine, who we are going to be bringing back on in about 10 seconds time. So get ready, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in wishing a very happy birthday and a welcome back to David Forster. If it works.
Am I back? Yes, I'm back.
There he is. There he is.
Right, can I just jump off for about 10 seconds so I can send the link to someone?
Of course you can.
Try me best. Say you. I'm trying my best. Say you done. Try me best, mate.
It's all good. It's all good. We did this live, folks, a year ago on David's birthday, and he went really in depth with us about the challenges that he not only has going on, but the challenges he's overcome in his life. There he is. He's back, I think. So it's honestly an absolute pleasure to have you back. But first of all, again, happy birthday. What have you got for it? Did you get anything nice?
I'm not really that bothered about presents. Went out for dinner with me mum. Went to Wetherspoons.
Good old spoons.
That's enough for me.
Good old spoons. As long as you're not posting your number on social media, we're good.
Yeah. We're playing the weather. No, I don't play the Wetherspoons game. Not like
we don't beg.
No, we don't.
Just borrow and steal.
Yeah, we just borrow and steal instead. Says
like lying, cheating, stealing.
Exactly. Good old the Eddie Guerrero way.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've got 20 years ago, or just over 20 years ago. Since he
years now.
That will be. Well, was it about this time of year as well?
Oh God.
Wow. I think it was. I've got my phone. I've got my other phone next to us. Luckily enough,
I could Google it.
I can tell you. Good old Uncle Wikipedia.
Good old Wikipedia. Yeah, Eddie Guerrero, another man who.
I think Benoit died. I think Benoit was about this time of year.
So I think Eddie was 05, and I think Benoit was like 2 or 3 years later, 07 or 08.
07.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero was November the 13th, and Benoit. I think Benoit was about this time of year, about June. I think May, June.
Yeah. But yes, for anyone just joining us right now, welcome to this very special mental health awareness episode of Behind the Curtain. David was on a year ago. We've got him back on. And I do have a list of questions ready to ask you. If you don't want to answer any, tell me to fuck off. By the way, yes, we're not on IWF, we're on SME, you can swear. So if there's anything you don't want to say, anything you don't want to say, tell me to F off. If you want to have a vape, because I know you're a vapor, help yourself. There you go. There it is right there. But I'm just going to get into it. A year ago, we had you on here, and you really opened up, and you talked about opening up. Has anything changed since then to now, good or bad?
Well, I'm still working. They're still putting up with us at work, so that's a good thing.
It takes a lot to put up with folks.
Yeah, definitely a lot to put up with. And yeah, my dad passed away in you know that in November last year. So back end of the year, we had my mum's birthday on November the 26th. My dad passed away. God rest his soul. November the 27th, the day after my mum's birthday. So we've had that to deal with. And with a death, it's the first year is always the hardest. You've got all the first, so first birthday, first Father's Day, then there's like my birthday when I'd want them to come to Spoons with us today, and then like Father's Day, and then obviously we had like the first Christmas last year. So you getting all the firsts out the way for the last 6 months and over the next sort of year or so.
It must have been very the day after the birthday. Some people like to think that people who are ill, stuff like that, they hold on for specific reasons. And the fact that it was the day after the birthday, I'm thinking in my head, did he hold on for that birthday?
Hold on for the birthday, yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's awful to say, but I think that last morning, I think he was ready to go. I'll tell you, I don't mind talking about what happened. I mean, I was due at work that morning. Normally, get up about. My dad normally takes us in, get up about 7 o'clock, and my mum banging on the door. Like, I think you should get an Uber into work today. Call. Like my dad always. Call him normally. If I wanted something, I'd call him Dad. Basically, but Colin, always Colin. I always said about him, I don't need I don't need to call him dad. To say that he's my dad. I knew he was my dad. He knew he was my dad, and it doesn't matter whether you call him dad, whether you call him Colin, whatever, or a nickname, whatever. You don't have to have that label if you don't want to.
Yeah.
And we always, me and him, we always understood that. But yeah, this morning, Mum's like, get an Uber into work. He's not very well. And when I got up, and I thought, no, I'm not leaving me mum. I'm not leaving her. I'm not leaving her. And I said, I'm not going into work. My mum was like, yeah, you have to go into work. You'll lose.
Hey, there's Walker watching.
Looking forward to seeing you at the weekend, big man. Haven't seen you for ages. So yeah, he didn't look well at all, and I just said to him, I'm not going to work. I'll phone in sick. I don't get, if I don't go in, I don't get paid if I don't go in, basically. So I said, I'm going to run downstairs, have a cigarette, I'll phone an ambulance. My dad, stubborn old sod. I don't need an ambulance, I'm all right, I'll pull myself round. Well, I says, no, I put my foot down. I says, no, I'm calling you an ambulance. We'll call the ambulance, run downstairs, get a drink, have a cigarette. And I just lit my cigarette up. My mum was like, phone them, you need to phone them back. He stopped breathing. I'm like, fuck. It's like that moment. Fuck, what do I do? What do I do now? Fully first aid trained in that, and it's in that moment. Fuck, what do I do now? So obviously I phoned the ambulance back. Mum's, yeah, if she's watching, I hope she doesn't mind us. Oh, Maureen. Yeah.
Hi, Maureen.
Austin, are you winning? Yeah, Austin. I'm just going to say it, Austin. You do everyone's head in with, are you winning? All the time. Are you winning? Love you.
Is that like an inside joke?
No, he just says it. He just says it all the time. Are you winning? Yeah, are you winning? Just like me. Yeah, plodding along. Just something that says all the time. But no. So I hope if my mum's watching, I hope she doesn't mind us talking about this. I mean, we did everything like to the letter, to the book. And the doctor who came out even said so. So she was doing CPR, and I'm on the phone, like, and I'm saying, Mum, I'll take over from me mum. Me mum wouldn't ever. She wouldn't do it. I'd have probably ended up shattering his ribs if I was doing like the chest compressions. I'm quite heavy-handed. But me mum that day, like, proud of her that day, like, just how she dealt with it, losing her husband, having to do that as well to your husband as well. And when the ambulance came, obviously we were like shooed out the room while they did the work. And from about, oh sorry, I just had an alert go off on my phone there. So yeah, from about 7 o'clock till 7:30, they were working on him. The doctor came down at 7:25, and he said, look, he says, he's not coming. We're still going to work on him. We're going to give him 5 more minutes. And even then, I think my mum was hoping, I don't know if she was convinced, but that they were going to save him. They were going to bring him back. And I'll be honest, Mum, if you're watching, no, I knew it. Like, I knew. And I just remember them. And Maureen's watching, so she knows what I'm about to talk about here. So I phoned Maureen. Whenever I've needed someone to talk to from work, it's always Maureen.
Is that your mother there?
Mum's watching on YouTube. I hope you don't mind us talking about this, Mum.
Hi, Mum.
Hope you don't mind us talking about it, Mum. Because yeah, what we did that day, we did everything right, and there was nothing we could have done. And I just remember a moment when I've never heard a death rattle before. This sound he made, that was sort of like a gurgling sound. If I could look up death rattle in the dictionary, that sound would be next to it, sort of thing, as the definition. I think. Rather, he went. I think he went on his own terms at the end of the day. And it was quick. It was. He had COPD. I think in the end, I can't remember what it was in the end. Clogged arteries. COPD was on the death certificate. So he'd been ill for a while, but I think in the end, like he was getting sick of it in the end. Man could barely walk up the stairs without like, oh God, without like struggling for his breath. So yeah, it wasn't. It was in the end. It was quick, so he didn't suffer for like with a proper terminal illness where you suffer for years and years and years. Yeah. But yeah, I remember phoning Maureen at work and telling Maureen like, and Maureen saying like, oh, it's going to be all right, David. It's let the ambulance, they're the paramedics, just let them do what they're doing. And then about 10 minutes, I phoned her back about 10 minutes later. And I'm guessing at that time when she saw us ringing back, I'm guessing she knew what was coming. So when I was speaking, I was absolutely frantic when I phoned her back. Like, he's gone. What do I do now? He's gone. And Maureen was just like, yeah, just chill out, David. Calm down. You've got this. And we're all, hey, everyone at work's here for you. Work were great. My bosses, Julie and Joy, were great as well, and just treat us with the respect that you hope to be treated with in a moment like that. So I tried to go back. I wanted to get back to normal straight away, but not straight away. I tried to go back about 10 days later. Went in 8 o'clock one morning, just after 8 o'clock one morning, and when my boss Joy came in, are you all right, David? I was like, no, not really. So sat and spoke to Joy for a bit, and she was like, go home. You need to go home. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I don't think she used the words "you're no good" at the moment, but it was sort of like "you're no good." You sort of like no, you know use if you. And when I got home, I would just sit and think to myself like, if my head's not in the game, you need your head in the game in that job. So I was at that time better off at home. But yeah, I went back. Had Christmas, and I went back on. I went back on New Year's Day, actually. New Year's Day night. And not long after, I moved on to permanent nights. Not long after, but I'm on permanent nights now. And in February, I was trying to get an appointment at the doctor's for something, and I just had a meltdown. Oh, chap law there.
Oh, Brav. Hi, Brav.
Dagon, me brother from another mother, Prince Dagon. Love you, man. Love you. Ministry of Pandemus.
He is a lovely man, isn't he?
Ah, he is. Oh, definitely. Good man, though. Really good man. Yeah, so I had a meltdown in February, and I decided myself at this time, like, again, I couldn't go to work in that state at that time, and I had another, I think all in all, I had 8 weeks off work altogether. So I had like 2 months off work altogether. But yeah, after he died, I think I tell you, we went to Amsterdam.
Yeah,
we went to Amsterdam we got his ashes. I had a joke. There was a bit of a joke there. We went to Amsterdam years ago. Me, my mum, my dad, and God rest her soul, my sister, and me and my dad had an argument on the boat. I'm not sure what it was. We were both drunk. It was over New Year, actually. Both drunk.
Drunken fights at New Year? Who would do that?
I know. And I remember saying to him, saying to him this, like, I'm going to fucking throw you overboard if you don't, I'm going to throw you overboard. So the joke was, I did get to throw him overboard 20 years later. When we scattered his ashes at sea. He was in the Navy, and very, very proud. Loved talk, like when we spoke about, like when we would sit and talk about it. Very, very proud of his service in the Navy. 19 from the very late 60s to the early 80s. Served on the HMS Conqueror and the HMS Falmouth. The Conqueror was the submarine, and I used to love talking about like his Navy days. And I always said, when he passed, I'm going to bury you at sea so no one can dance on your grave. No, we buried him. We buried him there. I thought with him being a proud Navy man, we bury him at sea. I had a little joke with him. He's big Sunderland supporter. So I had a little joke with him. I'm saying, as the boat is on the way out of Port of Tyne, we'll scatter his ashes in the Tyne. He loved that. No, we did it like on the way home from Amsterdam. So we did it like would have been halfway home, I would imagine. Yeah, that was.
You have done amazing over the last year. The change in you is second to none in a positive way.
Cheers, mate. Thank you, and you are a part of that. Big part of that. We'll get on. We'll get on to that as time goes on. The part that he's played in the last year.
Well,
I know he's a very humble man. He doesn't really like the praise, but he deserves it. Whether he can be sitting there saying like, don't praise us, like very humble, but that man does deserve it. What he's done for a lot of people.
I think he doesn't realise how much he's done for a lot of people.
How valued he is. Yeah.
But he mentioned how over the last year you've done amazing. But I want to know, how has your understanding of your own mental health evolved over the past year?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, give us what do you mean?
Do you have a better understanding of your own mental health than you did 1 year ago?
No, I've never really I've never been able to understand my. No. Never been. I always say my head, my mind's like 1,000-piece jigsaw. I'm 999 pieces away from completing it, and I've never been able to understand it. Thank you, Walker. Yeah, same to you as well, man. You've had it tough over the last couple of years as well, and you're still going, you're still standing strong, man.
Thing about that big brev there is, no matter what mood he's in or what's going on in his personal life, he always does one thing, and he'll always make you laugh.
Yes,
he'll find a way.
He's a fucking wind-up merchant at times.
He is a proper wind-up merchant.
That's Walker for you. That's Walker for you, though. That's just what you love. What you love about Walker. I'll tell you who else I love dearly. So I did. What was that message?
Good evening from the Netherlands. Yeah, so
I was just over there not long ago, Amsterdam. But yeah, another love dearly, Ali, little wind-up merchant, does me head in. Love him to bit.
Sometimes you just want to
wring his fucking neck is what you want to do. If you're watching Ali, remember the blue tack? Remember the blue tack, you little bastard?
What's this?
I didn't know that one.
I don't think so.
One day we were out when we were with another promotion. We were out one day post. I think we were posting or something, and he was just sat in the back of the car, and Ali just started rubbing the back of me head. And I'm like, what? Are you trying to get out something here? Do you love us? And I put my hand on the back of my head. I thought it was chewing. I thought it was chewing gum at first. Luke, please, it wasn't chewing gum. So I would have had to end up if it had been chewing gum, having to cut a chunk out my hair.
You'll want to do practical jokes as well, because of this message. Yeah, I opened a voice note from a certain Davey at work the other day and got some funny looks due to a loud passing of gas. You're very well known for doing this as well.
Yes, I am. Little pump from McEwen.
Be a random voice note to McEwen.
Yeah.
There you go, mate.
Do you know how that started? Has he ever told you how that actually started?
He's probably told me at one point.
Yeah. I was in Manchester. A few years ago with. I don't really want to say his name, but with Barris. I was with Barris about 4 years ago now, and it was after. Did you know Big Sean?
No, unfortunately, I didn't know him personally.
You came along just after Sean. So Sean died 2022. Had his funeral. The day of his funeral, we would go. Me, James, James's last day. But Danielle and another lad were going down to Manchester to watch Blue October. Yeah. Down at the O2 in Manchester. And Sean's funeral. We stayed up all night. I stayed up all night anyway. Went down to Manchester the next day. Went to the Blue October concert. And I was sharing a room with a lad called. Do you know Peter Willis? Do you know Peter?
I know him. Yeah.
Sharing a room with Peter Willis. And people say I snore. This lad, it's like rolling thunder.
Oh God!
It's like a jackhammer. The snornado. It's like not tornado, like a snornado. And so I was sending McEwen, and I was just in the hotel room, and Peter was on the toilet. Not some really. If you're eating your tea, I'm sorry. So Peter was on the toilet. I'm stood in the hotel room, just sending McEwen a message. I was just ranting on like, cause I hadn't had sleep for like 2 nights. And I'm fucking miserable. I'm sick. I'm tired. I'm fucking snornado here. And then all of a sudden, Peter just drops his guts in the toilet. And I looked back and went, "Oh, Peter, fucking hell, man!" And I said to McEwen, I said, "I hope that's picked up on this video," and it had. And as the video was ending, I'm like, "Oh, I've got a little one come out, little pump for McEwen," and that's how that started. But yeah, I've sent him some gruesome voice notes in the past.
The boat's engines were quieter than your snoring.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I love you too.
Brilliant.
Well, yeah, as well. Obviously, I still live at home, and I think we've always been pretty close. Me and my mum. Obviously, I've told you before. Spoke more about it last year. I was in care when I was a kid, but my family, stepdad as well, stood by us. Ended up coming back home, and when my sister died in 2015, I always made sure every time I spoke to my mum on the phone or just before go to bed at night, just tell them you love them. I love you. Three words, takes about a second to say it, and I make sure tell them you love them, because you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You could walk, as someone always used to say to me, you could walk out and get hit. You walk out of the house and get hit by a bus.
Yeah. So like I'll even go. I'll go 2 minutes down to the shop, which is literally around the corner. But I'll always make sure to say bye, and I'll wave. I'll say love you, everything first.
Yeah, I always do. Yeah, I always do. Even if I'm in there, I'm into that. Yeah, that's right, Taylor. Taylor's another one I absolutely love. In terms like in the wrestling business, like in this horrible business that we all love so dearly. Taylor's one of my oldest. Is probably actually out of the group that's together now. Probably me and Taylor's probably my oldest friend. Probably Colin as well. Mr. Barker.
Mr. Barker.
Yeah, love Colin as well. Absolutely, Colin.
Right, so I once stood outside of Wetherspoons waiting for Davey, and I got a 4-minute voice note of Davey dropping his guts, and at the end he says, "The last cubicle on the left." That's where it happened.
Oh, it's all coming out now. It's all coming out now, McEwen.
Oh, what about your guts?
Yeah. Right.
Mr. Okay, so hi Dave.
Oh, Peter, how you doing, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter. Hope you're doing well. Hope Hannah's doing well as well.
So Davey, between last year and now, do you find it easier now or harder to talk about your feelings?
I think I find it so much love for you, Davey. Such a journey. Yeah, Taylor, definitely is. I remember sorry, I'll get back to you there in a second. Right. With Taylor, the moment I met Taylor, I knew this was a good guy, and I knew this was someone. And I did. The moment we met, I was able to confide. You'll know what I'm talking about, Taylor. I was able to confide in Taylor pretty much.
You just feel comfortable talking to and like asking for advice.
Mm. Yeah,
with wise man.
With Taylor being gay as well. I had problems, some serious problems when I was. I'm not going to get on here, but when I was able to talk to Taylor about the problems I had with gay people when I was younger. I don't really want to talk about that. But yeah, I had some problems. Became a bit homophobic, and I just remember someone saying to us like, you're stigmatizing a whole community of people for the actions of one person, and why you doing that? You're not that kind of person, David. Well, why are you doing that? And I can't remember who it was. I think it was when I was 18, 19, might have been when I was still in care, and someone was saying, it was like, David, you will talk to anyone, you will tolerate anyone. Why are you going down this path? You're one of the nicest people. What I used to do as well was I used to volunteer with the youth group for working with kids in care and who have been in care. And obviously being discriminatory wasn't a good like what's the word? Wasn't a good. I can't think of the word, but it wasn't a good sort of vibe to go off.
It wasn't a good look for you.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, it wasn't a good look. And I just said this person. I think I broke down and was like, you know what? You're right. I'm not that person. Why am I punishing a whole group of people for the actions of what one person's done? It's, yeah. It's like it's sort of like these days, like people stigmatize
That's
Yeah,
right
exactly. It's sort of like these days, people sticking like Muslims, Islam, they all get tarred with the terrorism brush, and it's just not right. It's just not. That is not right. I don't think I've ever met a Muslim who shares that ideology. I've never met a single Muslim what shares that ideology.
No.
So yeah. These days I try not to do that. I still have my moments. God. Yeah. What about PG Tips, Taylor? Do you like PG Tips?
PG Tips.
Was it Yorkshire tea, isn't it? Yorkshire tea with that boy.
Yorkshire? I think it's Yorkshire.
Yorkshire tea. Yeah.
Burn them all, it is.
Burn them all. So it's only Yorkshire for you, Taylor, eh?
Yeah, PG Tips. I mean, you can say whatever you want. It's SME, really.
Yeah. All PG Tips drinkers are perverts.
So I think I might know part of this answer already, but what support systems or who have made the biggest difference in your life this year?
I think Maureen at work, definitely. Have you still watching Maureen?
Love you, Maureen.
Maureen. No, I love Maureen. When I had when I had a meltdown last year. When I fell out with an old friend, had a meltdown, and I made this video. I don't know if you ever saw the video. I know I sent it to McEwen. I sent it to the person I fell out with, and for some unknown reason, I've never been able to figure it out to this day. I sent it to Maureen from work as well. We were talking about it the other day actually, and I was really bad. I was absolutely arseholed.
No, you didn't. No, I've no idea what
I wouldn't have. If you shared it like with someone like you, that'd be fine because you are part of me. You IWF are part of me support circle. But yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing about that man as well. Like if you tell him something, and if you say do not tell anyone this, that man knows how to keep a secret. But yeah, so for some unknown reason, I'd sent this video to Maureen, and the next morning, banging on my door. My mum's like,
David Taylor. She's got a vendetta against Tetley tea drinkers.
Aye. So yeah, and then like the next day, Maureen was frantic trying to get in touch with us. This meltdown was bad. And Maureen, I think Maureen said like, oh God, is that the last time I've ever seen him, sort of thing? Just the way I was. I was absolutely arseholed. Been out on the drink all night. Actually, that night was another promotion's 5-year anniversary that night as well. So we'd been out celebrating that night, and that night was unfortunate. Unfortunately, that was the last night I had anything to do with them. That would April last year was. But yeah, Mr. McEwen in the beginning was massive support. When he left the other promotion, when you guys all left the other promotion, at first I was trying to mediate like between John and him. And in the end, John was like, Davey, you can't do this. John was noticing my mental health was going downhill at the time, but just could just see it slipping, and he just said no. I'm not using you anymore to talk to him. You're not being the man in the middle anymore. So that was originally, he was part of the support circle. And then after that, IWF, Imperial, became a big part of my support circle. I can remember talking to John, and when I remember thinking, like, when I come on board with Imperial, given my position, what I was doing before.
Also, in the interest of fairness, I will put this comment on screen.
Thank you, James. I'm going to say one thing now, and I don't mean any harm or anything. James Barris was good at one thing. James, for all your faults, you brought people together. And I can't. He brought people together, and the people he brought together, yeah, they might have walked out on him, but he was able to unify people. And I've said that to John many times, that he was able to bring people together. Without him, we wouldn't be where we are now if we didn't have CCW at the end of the day. There'll be a lot of people behind us saying, that's bullshit. Personally, I don't believe I would be in the business if I didn't have that position in CCW. So yeah, for all his faults, he knew how to bring people together, and that's one thing I will always say about James. He brought us together. He united us. Things may not have worked out in the way he wanted, but he united people, and we are where we are now. Yeah, we are where we are. We are where we are now, and I think that's all I want to say about that for now.
Yeah, well, he says, sorry I wasn't there last year for you. I wish I was. Messed up as a friend, but that's something I have to live with. Maureen says, happy birthday, David. Your Prezi will be here for you coming to work. Presents at work.
Yeah, I'm in tomorrow night. Thank you.
Box of tabs.
Last year I got a I can't remember. I think I got some cans. 4 cans of Monster, a nice birthday cake, and I can't remember, and a vape.
I am proud of you. You are my rock. Love you.
Love you too.
I'm going Love you. Such an emotional comment there to something like this. I have to dash. Got my hair to do. You've got no hair.
Yeah, Taylor. I hate to tell you this, Taylor. You've got none.
Oh wait, he may not be on about. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So I do have this question here, and I'm quite intrigued about it. Whenever you start to feel down, or you start to have, I'm going to call it a mental health hit.
Yeah.
Have you got any like coping strategies? Something that helps you just get back on a nice level?
In the past, I've messaged McHugh and said, I'm not feeling good today. Like one or two words from McEwen normally doesn't. I mean, McEwen's not like the happy pill, if you know what I mean. Like, doesn't one word from McEwen and everything's fine. It's not like that. But I've dropped McEwen a message. Sometimes I like to just, which I've done a lot recently, retreat to my room and stick the PlayStation. Thank you, Nathan. Appreciate it. So yeah, I'll retreat to my room, stick the play. I've got my PS5. I've got my Xbox. Yeah. I end up selling my big Xbox and just keeping me little Xbox. I've got my Xbox. Well, the Series S. Current gen.
That's the one I've got. I'm after the one up.
Have you got the Series X or?
No, I've got the Series S. I want the Series X.
Yeah. If I'd known just after Christmas, if you'd said then, I would have sold you. I would have sold you it.
The 3-hour phone calls every now and then have some
Yeah.
good ones.
Yeah. I can remember when he was recruiting us for Imperial. We'll bring Pandemus back. And I think what a hell of a run with Pandemus. Pandemus now has been going in early 2027. It'll be 5 years. It was originally, if you know your history, it was just the Reverend and the Pandemic Priests, and then Dagon joined. Dagon came along in January. I introduced Dagon in the January, and that's when the Priests, after that, we were the inaugural tag team champions in CCW. I'm proud of, which I'm still very proud of. No matter what happens, no one can take that from us. I always used to joke that even as the manager, I was the tag team champions as well. We always used the Freebird rule. Even though I never got in the ring and competed, I still called myself a champion, citing the Freebird rule. I love doing that.
Why not?
So yeah, Dagon came in the January. So in January 2027, obviously Reverend and the Priests was before that, but in January 2027, with Dagon's introduction, it'll be 5 years of Pandemus.
5 years. I've seen a few of those years. I've seen some crazy shit from you guys.
We've had some amazing moments as well, like going back to the old days when Dagon won the Light in the Dark Championship, and I remember for weeks before, like knowing what was going to happen, but knowing that I couldn't say anything.
That's the one. You know what? I've realized that's the one thing I hate about independent wrestling: knowing everything that's coming ahead. Don't like it.
And John will be like, oh, "Come on! What's happening? I won't say anything. And if I told John, he wouldn't have said anything. But I was like, "No, I can't. I can't do it. I want you to be
that right there." That coffin match for the IWF Championship is Pandemus's best moment.
Yeah. But he's right there. But like I said, when you won the Light in the Dark, and then I'm not sure it was a month or 2 months after, when Big Jambo come down and said, we're putting the Albert Out Hebrides Championship, we're going to put it on Dagon. And that was another proud moment as well. I felt especially proud as well because that was another promotion coming in and trusting an outside, effectively at the time trusting an outside guy with one of their top championships, and that was a proud moment for me as well, and for Pandemus. But yeah, winning the IWF Championship, when was it? Back in the first one, back in February. February.
The coffin match.
Sure, it was February. I'm sure it was.
Isn't it March?
February. No, I'm sure it was February. No, it wasn't. It was February. It was February because it was when I was off. It was when I was off work.
Taylor's got a warning off Facebook. Yes. Oh, brilliant! Yes, it was February. Dagon just
February, yeah, and yeah, that was a special moment in the ring with him at the end, Throne of Vengeance.
Available
And,
on the IWF Patreon.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, get your Patreon plug in there while you're on.
Got it.
So yeah, that was a proud moment. That was a proud moment as well. That I've managed them to a heavyweight championship as well. I don't think. Did I manage him? Have I managed him as a tag? No, I haven't. I've just managed him as when he was the double champ. When it's Light in the Dark. Albert out of Hebrides now. The IWF. But yeah, me and Dagon, we've been on a journey. And I still remember always used to say, but he blew my mind when he came in. He was telling us his ideas, and he would say to me, "I want to work. I wanted to work with you, Davey." And that always used to blow my mind. So I always used to say, like, I always used to tell him, you don't need to be married. He did at the time, obviously, because he was doing the whole speaking Latin thing. But Dagon never needed to be managed. But he always, and I'll always respect him for that, is that he chose me as his manager, and
that's how much faith he had in you, though. The fact that he may not have needed you, but he wanted you.
And I would always used to say about Dagon. Dagon could walk into a man's house, have sex with a man's wife, and he'd get a pop and a handshake off the man on his way out when he was there. Always used to have a laugh with that one. Can't take the boy out of Pandemus. You can take the boy out of Pandemus, but you can't take Pandemus out of the boy. That's right. Pandemus born, Pandemus bred. When the time's right, will be Pandemus dead. Yeah, and but yeah, we've had some good moments, special moments, and long may it continue. Pandemus, despite what's going on in Imperial at the moment, Pandemus will never die.
Yeah. We'll get to that maybe on another live. I've got a few more questions. I am trying to keep the whole podcast at about to an hour because I've got a lot of shit I need to do later anyway.
Yeah, that's no problem.
I do have a few more questions here. Is there anything that you wish you had done differently this year, and is there any reason why? I know you've done a lot this year. You've been through a lot this year.
Yeah. In the last year, if he's still watching, I wish I could have changed other people. And I think if he's still watching,
I know what you mean.
That wasn't to be. And I'll open me heart up a bit here now. Losing that friendship, we go back 25 years. That's for that friendship. And I don't know if he feels what I feel, but it felt like a loss. It felt like a death. It felt like divorce. Not divorce. That sounds a bit daft, but it felt like a split.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, long time. So there was that. What if I could have changed anything? It would have been that. Maybe how I dealt with that. Later on, I wish I could have. I think I dealt with me dad's death. I think I dealt with it all right. I think I probably could have dealt with it better. Not took the time off work in February, but you know, it wasn't. It was just the way it was meant to be. So I would have probably dealt with that a bit better as well. Yeah, that's probably it, really.
What motivates you to keep prioritizing your mental well-being and to really like come out positive? Don't slip back into any negatives.
Recently, like when I know I'm going to be on a show, stuff like that. I know it hasn't been.
Are you there this Saturday?
I am there this Saturday.
I will see you this Saturday.
I am there this Saturday for Dagon, the original. It's the original rivalry. Dagon versus Walker. That was their first match. I think I'm not sure. Was it both their debuts match in terms of matches? Where have you gone?
Oh, I'm here. Sorry.
You're back.
I do believe, if I'm not wrong, one of them was I think it was like a VIP match where you could come in before the show.
Yeah, there's a funny one about that as well. I said that was at the Glebe Centre at Merton. First Miners, I think it was the first Miners Mania. I said to John, should I put the face paint on tonight? Should I put some face paint on tonight? I'll go dig. He did a bit face paint. I called it Dagon Light, and I was sweating the face paint off as he was applying it, pretty much. And by the time we got out there, like the face paint was just running. The sweat was just running down my face.
Hi, Matty.
He's the one for you. Matty, can you remember this one? I was sending you some money, bank transfer, and I put on, like, you know, when you put like the reference on the bank transfer, I put on the reference from Reverend Skidmark, and I got a message back from Matty. I'm trying to apply for a friggin' mortgage or a loan or something here. And what are they going to see on my bank statement? Reverend Skidmark. Do you remember that, Matty?
Yeah. What did I do the other? I'm sure I done one to Kaz the other day, you know. But sexy bum, yeah, on the reference.
Yeah, so I did that to Matty, like, and I put Reverend Skidmark on as the reference, and he was, I think he was applying for mortgage or a car loan or something. And like, the lenders are going to have to look at that and they'll see that. What will they think?
So
yeah,
he does remember that. Yeah,
I do. As long as it all worked out, as long as you got your mortgage, Matty, that's all that matters.
I do have one more question, and then I'll give you the space to say whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
And then as we close the show, I think I would like to show that opening video one more time.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine.
My last question.
You had like 30 questions. You had like 30 questions written out for us, and I think we haven't even done half of them.
Nah.
Doesn't matter though. We've had a good conversation. We've had another good conversation.
But Davey, looking ahead, what is one commitment that you want to make for yourself, your own mental health for the next year? Because I'm going to drag you on in 365 days' time, and we're going to do another follow-up.
Right. In the next 365 days, I do want to start to wind down a little bit from Imperial.
Boo! Boo! I was saying boo at you, Davey, not what he said.
No. I would like to see the next generation come through. I'm not there a lot, so not completely wind down. I'm not going anywhere. What's on the picture behind you?
He's only said that because from a distance it looks like a poo.
No, it's not poo. It's like pebbles.
Yeah, pebbles stacked up.
Pebbles stacked. Yeah, it's pebbles stacked. So on the wind down, then give somebody else a spot on the card. So give them back to the next generation, I suppose. But I'm not fully saying like I'm not fully like manager's cable or whatever. Always be around.
I hope so, because
Yeah.
you're just a really, really nice bloke to be around.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they'll hear, like I said this when I first met you, they'll hear your voice. You're a very loud person, Davey.
Definitely.
And they'll automatically assume things about you. But what people don't know about Davey is he is an exceptionally smart man. And I don't know if he thinks that about himself, but from the conversations I've had with him,
I always like to say I know a bit of I know a bit of everything about nothing.
That's
yeah,
me.
everything about nothing.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So,
I've had some good conversations. I've had some good conversations with your significant other a few times as well.
Cass is mental, so she'll talk about anything.
Oh yeah, I'm nuts.
So, this is the part where, before we close out, Davey, the floor is yours. Say whatever the hell you need to, my friend.
Pretty much. I think I said at the end of last year, and I said it the year before. I don't know what the viewing numbers have been. I'm sure we'll have a little discussion afterwards, and you can tell us what the viewing numbers have been. Just one person watched this tonight and said, "You know what? I can relate to him. I'm going to go and see someone. I'm going to go and talk to someone. I'm going to go and reach out to someone about my mental health problems." If just one person did that, then we've done a good job tonight. But yeah, in the last 18 months has been incredibly hard. Lost friendships, which was incredibly hard. But that's been evidenced tonight through the comments. And kind of, I'll just say to James, thank you for keeping it respectful.
I do appreciate that, actually.
Because James, we both know you're an antagonistic at times. So yeah, I think from me and DJB, thanks for keeping that respectful tonight, James. But yeah, in the next year, started winding down a little bit with the wrestling. I'll still always be there when I can be there, and there'll always be shows when we can do the old Pandemus reunion, and come out and do pro. I love being in the ring and just getting on the mic and talking to the crowd. Always think that was. I always used to have this thing where I wouldn't know what to say, and I'd be saying to John, "What do I say?" And John would be giving us like little pointers and that, and I'd get in the ring and just say something completely different. When I used to do lives, I'd be messaging John before what should I talk about, and then I'd be thinking to myself like, God, I don't even think I'm going to last 5 minutes here, and I would end up going like half an hour, 45 minutes, just rambling on, and I don't want to blow too much smoke up. My own arse, but I do think when it comes to like the live promo, I wouldn't say I'm the best at them, but I think I'm up there. I think I'm damn good at doing a promo.
Yep.
And especially live as well. I think I'm good at doing them live.
Live, there's no second chances.
No, you've got to get it. You've got to get it right the first time, haven't you? Yeah. So yeah.
So Matty used to try and break you during the lives.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Matty was another one as well. Back in the day, I remember Matt. The first time I ever met Matty, I'm thinking, Christ Almighty, he doesn't say, he says nothing. He's quiet, he's just stood. He was just. I think Matty was one of these. He would just stand there, like watching, taking it in. And he said to me, and we're going up to Scotland. I think the day we went up to Scotland, went up to Tondo Hill or so, some hill up in Scotland for one of the CCW cinematics. And Matty just said to us, he says, "Yeah, I'm quiet when you first meet us, but when I get talking, you'll never shut us up." and Matty's proved that. Matty's another one. I've always getting along with Matty. And again, we used to do lives together. Back in the day, I helped get Matty onto the lives, if I remember rightly. Or at least I went to bat for him. I put a good word in for him, and that got him his opportunity with CCW, and same with Taylor as well. Used to do lives with Taylor. As Taylor at the time was just he was known for doing his impression of. Can you remember Max Cooper? Remember Max?
Yeah, of course I remember Max.
Yeah, doing Taylor doing his impression of Max Cooper, and that's what got him a live spot with CCW. And we used to do live
with Taylor and Davey.
Yeah, it was I. I was the three of us, wasn't it? And then afterwards we alternated. So one week I'd be with Taylor, and then the next week I'd be with Matty. And yeah, we did some good work for all that we've left in the past. All that's happened in the past. We can all look back and know, I don't care what people say. I do not care what people say. I look back and know that I did good work with that company. And I'm proud. And I'm proud of the work I've done with. I'm proud of some of the work, most of the work I've done with them as well. We had some really good moments in that company. And I won't let people downplay what I did in that company. And that's another thing. I'll say to James as well. Yeah, he gave me at the end of the day. I know there's a lot going on with that, and we may not be talking, but I do thank him for the opportunity that he gave us at the time, because I wouldn't be where I am now without that opportunity. Okay. So if you're still watching, James, thank you for that. Yeah.
Well, Davey, thank you.
It's been good.
It's been real.
And we'll be here in 365 days' time.
We'll be here again in a year, seeing how you are again next year.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, it's getting better. Even if it's just gradually or slowly, it's getting better. It's getting better.
Yeah.
If anybody out there needs to talk, please, for the love of fucking God, reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
I think Davey.
Reach out to me, reach out to Dan, reach out to John, anyone.
I think people will agree. I said this last year as well. We would rather hear your story than hear your eulogy.
Yeah. I was used to say that. What was that? I'd like to be tried by 12 than carried by 6.
Yeah.
Basically.
I am going to finish off this live with the video that started it.
Yeah.
Very strong, very impactful. Again, though, if you need anybody, please reach out. Davey, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on here.
Thank you.
Wherever you all are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. We'll see you next time.
Oh, wow. How are you doing? You good? Oh, sorry. Thank you. How you doing? God, it's exciting, isn't it? Hey?
So, how's the week been?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.